Hey, what's up YouTube? I'm Zeke and welcome to the Dream Green Show. This is episode 1 of the Dream News. In this episode, I'm going to give you what company is having a stock split. If you don't know what a stock split is, stay tuned throughout the whole video because it's something that's very exciting that happens. We're also going to look at some new NFTs that are coming out that is making the cryptocurrency boom continue to rise. We're going to also look at Bitcoin, Ethereum, and Dogecoin. And then we're going to wrap it up by looking at the stock market as a whole. We're going to look at the S&P 500 and where the market is kind of heading. And then at the end of the video, I'm going to give you guys my stock pick of the week. And also, I got an Instagram. So go ahead. I left all the timestamps down in the description if you guys want to go check out any of the news right now. But before we dive into it, this video is brought to you by Webull. Sign up now by clicking the link down in the description, deposit $100, and now you receive 2 free stocks valued up to $1,850. It's literally free money. You could keep the stocks inside of your account and decide to use it, or you could sell those 2 free stocks and withdraw all of your money. It's literally free money. But enough talking, let's go ahead and get into the Dream News. Welcome back, dreamers. Here we are. In this segment, we're going to be talking about what company is having a stock split, and that is Canadian Pacific Railway. If you don't know what a stock split is, let's just say if a company have shares, right? If you have 100 shares of a company at $100, then they're going to have a stock split 2-to-1. Now you're going to have 200 shares of that company, but now each stock is going to be worth $50. So the value of the company doesn't really go up. Well, the value of the company doesn't change at all. The only thing that changes is the price of each stock and how many stocks you have. So is it anything fundamentally changing about these companies? No. But statistics have shows any company that has a stock split, a successful stock split, 5-to-1 is what Canadian Pacific Railway is having. Whenever a company has a successful stock split, then they usually outperform the S&P 500 by 6% over the next trading year, over the next 365 days. And Canadian Pacific Railway is absolutely killing it right now. If we take a look at Robinhood over the last year, Canadian Pacific Railway is up 74% over the last year alone, $168.93. And over the last 5 years, they're up 184%. So yes, they're about to approach the $400 price point. So leading up to the stock split, the price is probably going to go up. And for every 1 share that you own of Canadian Pacific Railway, you're going to end up getting 5 shares. So if you own 1, you're going to end up with 5. And then the price of CPR is going to drop by 5. I mean, the price of CPR is going to be divided by 5 because they're having a 5-to-1 split. And the date that they're having a stock split, they announced it on 4/21/2021. And the payable date that they're going to have the stock split is 5/14. And the inspection date is 5/17. So May 17, 2021. So just for example, Apple and Tesla both had stock splits this year. So let's take a quick look at Tesla, TSLA. And over the last year, Tesla is up 289%. And Apple also had a stock split. Let's take a look at Apple, AAPL. And Apple over the last year is up 63%. So many companies have stock splits, but you have to look at good, successful companies that when they have a stock split that they're going to outperform the S&P 500. And I think Canadian Pacific Railway is going to be one of those companies that we need to get in on early. So that is the company that is having a stock split. Moving on to the next segment is NFTs. We're here over on Nifty Gateway. This is the site that I use to buy NFTs, if you guys was wondering. And they have drops every single day: Monday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. And the ones that we're going to look at is ones that we could get in on great artists at a decent price that has a pretty good resale value. You guys know I am very big on cryptocurrency. I've been on Ethereum since 2015, guys. So when I see technology implemented, especially in the art industry, you guys know I love cars and all other kinds of art. So some of the artists that are dropping that we need to keep an eye on this week is dropping on Friday with I'm gonna murder this name, guys. Hecateo and Sky Glop. They're doing a cross together. If we take a look over here, this is Hecateo. The last drop he had was on Tuesday, February 2nd, 2021. And as you guys can see, It's a very simple artist, right? But if we go to the collection, he sold 98 editions for $999 and 59 other editions for $2,300. So if you was one of those buyers to get it on day one, let's look at the resale value of what they're going for now. And right now, the last one that was sold was for $9,998. So you would have 5 extra money if you got in on Nakateo very early. And the second artist that he's doing a crossover with is Sky Glope. Don't mind me. These artists look like they're gonna have a very special combination together based off of their art styles. But if we take a look at his last collection that was released on Nifty Gateway, I'm gonna leave all of these links down in the description, guys. They all sold out. They all sold for around $350, and one of them was sold for $2,490. If we look at some that was sold for, let's say, the first one, Permanent Loss, and go to the listings, this was bought for $350, and the last one was sold for $3,000. So these two artists were slept on when they first came out. They're doing a crossover together. So these two artists are now doing a crossover together. And if we get in at the right price and buy with Ethereum to keep the network working, that's how Ethereum price keep going up, is through NFTs. You can support these artists over on Nifty Gateway. One more that is dropping on Wednesday is Zygar. You could get in on him for a fairly good price. Looking at his NFTs, you could get in around $200 on his mint edition ones, and then they also resell at a great resale value. So you bought in at $200 and you can resell for $1,000. And even right now, if you're lucky, you can place a bid for around $600 and get his artwork. So these are some nifty gateway NFTs. Next episode, I'm going to be talking about Topps and their baseball cards and their NFTs. You guys already know of that, so make sure that you subscribe to this channel so you don't miss out on any future videos. All right, so moving on to cryptocurrency, let's go to coinmarketcap.com. All right, so let's go and look at the market cap. By market cap, here we go. It's Bitcoin, Ethereum, Binance Coin, and then Doge has fell down to number 4. Bitcoin is at $1 trillion. Ethereum is at $450 billion. Binance is at $96 billion. And Doge is falling down to $58 billion. If we're looking over the last 7 days, which cryptocurrencies has been performing the best, as you guys have probably heard of SHIB. Man, I ain't gonna lie to you. That sounds like it's a pump and dump. They have billions and trillions and trillions and trillions of coins out there, and it's very hard to get a hold of that coin. So we're just gonna ignore that one for now and look for more stable coins that we can invest into, and that is of course Bitcoin, Ethereum, and Binance. But so let's take a quick look at the chart. So this is Bybit. This is the platform that I use to trade cryptocurrency on leverage. Right now I'm trading on a 16x leverage. That means if Bitcoin goes up just a little bit, just 1%, I would have made 16% on that Bitcoin. So if you guys want to trade Bitcoin, of course the link is down in the description to Bybit. If you guys want to start going long or shorting Bitcoin, and if you're pretty good at trading, you could give this site a shot. But you are going to need a VPN. If you don't have a VPN, I'm going to leave a link to NordVPN. That is by far the best VPN out there to use. I'm gonna leave everything down in the description, guys, so you don't have to worry about finding out what sites I'm using to do my trading on. So right here is Bitcoin USD. We're gonna do a quick market analysis on Bitcoin. This is on the 1 hour chart. Bitcoin has been trading. Bitcoin has been it had a big fallback, but Bitcoin has been on the uptrend. It has been setting higher highs and higher lows, especially if you're looking in this little zone right here. It's been setting higher highs and higher lows. But so let's look at the long-term frame. You guys already know I like to use the Fibonacci sequence. So let's pull out the Fib. And we're gonna start at the very bottom and go all the way up to the top. All right, so Bitcoin right now has bounced off the 0.382. You guys know I like to buy in the 50. If it would have pulled back right here, like it had a pullback on this zone right here, when it had a big pullback, that would have been a good buying opportunity. The RSI is somewhere in the middle, and the MACD has just crossed over the 0, over the 50. So it could be back on the uptrend. Now, Bitcoin has been trading All right, now let's go to the 4-hour chart. Bitcoin has been trading in a consolidation zone anywhere from between, let's pull out this line. It's been in this area, and we're waiting. We're waiting for Bitcoin to break back above. We're waiting for Bitcoin to break back above the $60,000 price point. So it's probably, once it get back up here, if it rebounds, it's probably going to pull all the way back down to the 50 again, to around $53,000. But it's about time that Bitcoin breaks through the $60,000 price point. If it breaks through the $60,000 price point, then it's probably going to shoot all the way up to around $70,000, setting a new all-time high for Bitcoin. Bitcoin is probably going to be on a bull run all the way through September. When September comes, start looking for your exit strategy in September, because of course, the halving is what's kind of determining the pattern ways of this Bitcoin bull run. If you don't know what the halving is, check out this video right here. I talk all about it and why I believe Bitcoin is on a bull run all the way through September. All right, next part of the segment. Here we are looking at the stock market. SPY tracks the S&P 500. These are the top 500 companies in the United States. So it kind of keeps track of the entire market. Let's pull out the Fibonacci sequence on the last big dip. Actually, yeah, let's pull out the Fibonacci sequence on the last big dip that it had, and then we're going to draw some support and resistance lines. So if we're looking at the MACD right here, it is crossed over and starts showing to some red bars down. So we're going to wait for the signal line on the MACD to cross back above the zero. And so when the blue line crosses the orange line, that is our signal line. And then that shows us that we're going to have a strong buy on the way back up to the top. So it did have a major pullback just the other day when I recorded this video. So let's draw some uptrend lines right quick. So we draw this uptrend line. The S&P 500 did break its support. So it touched once right there, it touched again right here, it touched again right there, and then it broke down below its support line, its uptrend support line. So the S&P 500 could be due for a pullback, and if it do pull back, it's probably going to pull all the way back down to the golden zone, which is the 50 for me, anywhere between the 3.82 and the 0.50, the 50. So if the S&P pulls back to around the $402 price point to around the $336 price point, it could show signs of consolidation and then bounce back and pull its way back up to the top. So that's going to move us to my stock pick of the week, and that is ChargePoint, guys. As you guys know, electric vehicles is going to be the future of the world. Pretty much everything is going to be generated through electricity. Right now, it still takes oil and gas to produce electricity. But right now, if we're getting in early on this electricity charging station, that's what ChargePoint is. It's the world's biggest electric vehicle charging station company that's actually public. And right now, in North America, they have over 135,000 different charging points. And President Biden said himself that by the year 2030, he wanted over 500,000 more new charging stations in North America. So who's going to get these bonds, these grants? Is probably going to be the biggest charging station company in the world, and that's ChargePoint. So ChargePoint recently went public with the SPAC, Switchback Energy. They generated over $146.5 million back in 2020. So they haven't been public for too long. The adoption of electric vehicles, especially when Tesla comes out with their new gigafactories, putting more electric vehicles out there on the road. Ford is going to release their electric truck in the next 2 days. I think on the 17th, Ford is going to announce their new electric F-150. They have the electric Hummer coming out. They have more different Ford Taurus that's electric coming out. So Lexus got an electric car coming. Mercedes-Benz got it. So you guys get what I'm saying, right? A lot of electric cars are going to be put on the road, and pretty soon, right now in very large cities, there are not many charging stations around. You can find a gas station pretty much on any corner, but just imagine 5, 6, 7 years from now when you can find an electric charging station at every gas station or electric charging station on every corner. This is us getting in on oil early before Shell was even a big thing. So this is us getting in on electric vehicle charging stations early before it's really a big thing. And I think hopping in on this wave right now could be a major big move, especially if we take a look at ChargePoint. Let's pull it up right quick. ChargePoint had a major pullback. It is inside of a downtrend, and recently it's coming towards a big support line. Now, if you guys want to see charts like this, I'm going to leave a link to my Patreon down in the comment section. Over there, you'll have access to my Discord, where I post technical analysis like this all of the time. Now, I drew this out a very long time ago, and it's still staying true to all of my chart, all of my technical analysis data, right? So touch runs right here, touch right here, touch again right here, touch again right here. So you guys can see it's a clear support line right there, and it is in a downtrend, and right there would have been a perfect time to put in a put. So we're gonna wait. Now, if you want to be a little risky, it is where the support line is of around $19.59. Right now, ChargePoint is at $22.13, so you could be getting it at a steal, because ChargePoint all-time high is around $49.22. I believe they have an earnings report coming up sometime soon in June. The 30th of June, they have a earnings report, and ChargePoint could have a run up right before earnings, pull back a little bit after earnings, and then shoot right back on up to an all-time high sometime in the year 2021, probably early 2022, of around $49.44. So that's why ChargePoint is my stock pick of the week. And to wrap up everything, I do have an Instagram now. I'm going to start posting over there a lot more, especially doing live stories where I just talk and get to know all of you subscribers. So make sure that I'm gonna leave this link down in the description as well. You go over there and give me a follow on Instagram, guys. And that's it, YouTube. That is the first Dream Green news that I'm going to bring you this week. Make sure you subscribe so you don't miss out for any future news that's going to come up next week, because I believe there's a lot of exciting things that's going to happen in the month of May. Leave down in the comment section, what did you find interesting about this video? I'm also going to leave video timestamps in the description. So if you want to go back and watch any part of this video, be sure to go back and watch any part of this video. I'm going to leave those timestamps down in the description. But other than that, guys, make sure you grab your 2 free stocks from Webull by depositing $100 by using the link down in the description. But other than that, I'm Zeke, bringing you the Dream Green Show, and I'm out. Peace.